Hey, welcome back to Two Eclectic Stitchers. Sometimes, because Angie and I are still best of friends, but she's got way too much stuff to do with her lunchbox quilts. So, therefore, I will sometimes have Angie or possibly other friends that want to come on and talk about their crafts. And sometimes it'll just be me. So today, it's just me sitting here feeling kind of foolish. I've never done this on my own before, but I think it'll be fun. Hopefully I'll inspire you to do cross. Life has happened, of course. My last knee surgery was March 29th-ish, and so it's been a while since I had my second knee surgery. I'm doing great. Lots and lots of PT, which was really, actually, I kind of liked it. It was fun to go. And then the other thing I was doing for the last couple months is I've been watching my friend's bird, which was kind of an interesting event. I had Jack, who my friend had discovered that Jack is really Jacqueline, but Jack stayed with me for 2 months. And talk about low maintenance. There's no maintenance to a bird other than I fed him and I gave him water, and she was pretty happy. So she's since gone home, so it's kind of quiet around here. One funny thing is I noticed when I'd be talking to Angie on the telephone, I would hear Angie's birds who fly around her house. So Angie's birds would chirp away, and then all of a sudden Jack would start. So it was kind of fun because I think they were like talking to each other, which is kind of unusual in my household to have two birds talking to each other. So it was kind of fun. But Jack's home at his own home now, and he's probably very happy to be home. The last time I babysat for Jack, he went home and he had babies. He had 2 eggs. So I haven't heard yet if that happened this time, but anyway, so life updates as far as my grandkids. The 5 of them are all doing great. They're all back in school, or Brody's in the Coast Guard. So he finished a tech school up in Northern California. And so he's pretty proud of himself, and so am I, proud that he did that. And now he's I think in Alameda, California, and starting to work in using his new skills in electronics. And then Elliot, his brother, is now a freshman at the U of A and doing fine, happy that he's there. And their sister, Georgia, is a freshman in high school this year. So that whole family, they're almost launched. Very exciting for everybody. And then there's my other son's family, 2 girls. Campbell is a junior at the local high school and active in all kinds of things. She was a soccer player, or she was a volleyball player, but I guess decided this year that she didn't want to do that. So she's busy going to the gym and just being a junior in high school. And her little sister is an 8th grader, also in and loving school and happy. They're both really happy little girls. So anyway, I'm proud of all my grandkids. They're all fabulous. Their moms and dads are fabulous, and life is good. So I want to talk about fully finishes. Oh, I don't have any fully finishes. That is one area that I need to work on. Trying to get those fully finishes done. I put them in a drawer and they sit there and they're so cute, but I haven't made them into anything lately. So maybe that's a goal I should have for 2025. And then I have finishes that I've done a couple that I've been working on since it's been a year, since last November. I do have some that I've worked on. One of my favorite patterns that I like is this Thread Milk, the Statehood Splendors. So here's the Arizona one. And then I have Hawaii because my grandson Brody was born in Hawaii at the Naval Hospital there. So I have that. I'd like to make that for him. And then I have the Wisconsin one because that's where I was born. That's where my two of my siblings were born in Wisconsin. So this is the one. And then my neighbor is from Wisconsin. So I have these two that I finished. There's one in blue, and then I did one in red. And of course, they're not fully finished yet, so I have to decide. I think I'm going to turn them into ornaments and give them away at Christmas, and then make a couple more for my siblings. I think that would be nice. Fully finishes. That's about it. I seem to find my cross stitches. I kind of get started, and then something catches my eye, and I start doing other things. One of my favorites that is a fully finished is this Stitch Every Day, which I've had it finished for a while now. So at some point, oh man, I would like to finish it. Maybe I'll frame that one or turn it into a little pillow. So the next one I want to show you, because I really like this one, it's a tiny modernist cross stitch. This chicken that I really like. My one son's family, they raise chickens. They have a chicken coop in their backyard. And this is how far I've gotten. So if you can imagine, in Phoenix, Arizona, they have a chicken coop, and the chickens make it through the summer because their chicken coop is air conditioned. So it's a pretty nice little chicken coop for those chickens. So I'd like to finish that as a gift for them. And then I've also got this new pattern that my friend Pam gave to me. And let me see if I can read what it's called. It's called Safely Gathered In. And it's my attempt to work on linen. I like working on linen, but you definitely need good lighting, which is the key to me, is the good lighting. So she gave it to me as a kit, so I have all the pieces to it. I love it. And then I found another one. Well, I've done a couple others that I've finished. I guess I'm all over the place today, but oh well. This one is Joy to You. This was another little kit, and it's all linen. And that little sheep has little French knots. I like it a lot. And I liked how small it turned out, so this could actually be a really cute little ornament. Maybe I'll do that. And then this one I did quite a while ago. I don't even know if I showed it, but I found it. I love these birds. Angie was doing some of these. They're so cute. So this is the coffee bird. I might be giving this to somebody that I know that has a coffee bar in their house. That'd be fun. So there's that. And then this was my biggest project that I've been working on. Boy, this project, when I bought it, I didn't realize how huge it turned out. But I love it. I love it. It's on Lugana, which I really like. It's a Quaker, and I've done pretty good. So here that is. I'm pretty proud of it. And this is one that I'd really like to finish up this year and have it framed and give it. I know right where that's going. So I wanted to show you a method I'm using with my my little bags. This bag I bought This is not one that I made, but it was made by a girl named Heidi. Heidi Homemade. This is her bag, and she uses the plastic. I tend to make bags, Elizabeth Ann can stitch as a tutorial. I do her bags, and I tend to use fabric on the front. But this is great because you can see what threads and the pattern and everything are all inside. So I like this for that reason. This was done on this really cute little coffee fabric. And what I wanted to show you is I've been making these using my little camera that prints out the little tiny pictures. So I take a picture of my project that's in the bag. I put it on top of a card, and then I attach it with a pin on my bag so that I can stack my bags and remember what I put inside. So that's just a really helpful thing I've been doing. And I do tend to find that I use that whole system a lot. So that's that. And then next I have a punch needle that I've been working on. Hold, please. Okay, here's the punch needle. This is cute bunny. Love it. And you know, when you punch needle, you punch from the back. So this is the side that you punch on. And then I don't know if you won't be able to tell, but this is the top. So I don't have too much more to go. I'm really happy with it. I've just got one more row to go around it. So that's that. I'm very excited. I'd like to finish that. I was trying to finish that by last Easter. So for next Easter, it'll be all done. And then I think I'm gonna put it on top of a box. All right, so now I just have a few things I was gonna show you that are fall items that are, I would call them haul. I haven't really stitched on them yet. This one is called, it's a Plum Street sampler, Tomato Dame, and I probably started this way back when I first started cross stitching, probably a year and a half ago. But here's the picture. And I did start this one, but then I stopped, and I'm not sure why I stopped. I really like it. So I think I might have made a mistake on it. So it's gonna take some time to figure out what I did wrong, but I really like it. And this also is in a clear bag that I had made a long time ago. But see, there's the picture. So that helps. Then I was in the Teresa Kogut, her Patreon club for a while. And I love this, Stitchin' Witches. So that's what I want to start working on. I kind of started on it, but I think I messed up on this one too. So, I don't know. Have you guys ever had that problem? Probably. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Then I've got some Halloween ones just to show you that I found that I've collected over the year. This one's drawn thread, almost Halloween. I love these. Then I have a Primrose Cottage, Happy Halloween. Love it, love it, love it. Then I have Primrose Cottage Stitches, 13 Spooky Smalls, which is really a good one too. Of course, I haven't started any of these. And this one is Halloween Tiny Town. And from Lila's Studio, I have Halloween Quaker, which I love. So maybe when I get through with my coffee Quaker, I can start on this one. This is another big one. But I think I'm gonna love it. And I love that fabric. Yeah. fold it in half. Free pattern, so I don't think it will matter if I show that. Thought that was pretty cute. Another Teresa Kogut. This is another big one. Scylla Witches Quaker. Love it. I might have bought this one at the attic. So I live in Arizona, where it's always hot, but I love it because you can stay inside and have air conditioning, which is awesome. And the attic, I'm lucky to say, is probably best known for their samplers, but I love going there, even though I don't do a lot of samplers. They always have lots of thread and lots of fabrics to choose from. So a big shout out to those girls. That's a fabulous store. This month, I'm going on a trip to Salt Lake City to do Stitch West with Snug Harbor Crafts, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going with my friend Pam. That's what happens when you have a young friend. She's going to drive, so it'll be really nice. I can't wait. I want to do a couple shout outs to people I've been watching, which I've started watching a new pretty new to me floss tube called Lost Our Needles. Those girls, a mom and a daughter, Amy and Allie, and they also live in Arizona. So a couple other shout outs. A lady I really enjoy watching is Sarah at the Northwood Stitcher YouTube. She always has a bazillion things she shows and shares, and has a great attitude, and it's just really fun. She's pretty good about being a thrifty stitcher, which is nice to see, because she's always collecting books and things that she finds, and is willing to share as much as she can. And another YouTube I watch a lot is Welcome Stitchery with Shelly and Justine, who are really fun to watch. They have happy attitude. They love to chat with each other about their stitching, and Justine's store is a place on my bucket list. I want to come, Justine. So one of these days. Then, of course, I've been watching Brenda and the Serial Starter. Brenda was talking about things you might want to take to a retreat in this last one. So those of you that are going to retreats and you're not sure what you need to take, one thing I did buy is a good light. I'll show that to you in a minute. And that will be helpful because you have to have good lighting and a magnifier if you're going to stitch small things. That's what I've learned. So let me see. I'm going to show you the light that I bought. It's called the Daylight, and it folds up to be very doable in your suitcase, which is good. It also has a USB port in the back, so you can keep it charged, which is helpful. And then this top little part lifts up, and so you can magnify. So it's good. And the light is really good. So highly recommended if you go to a retreat. I would imagine a lot of people will have this wonderful light. So with that, I'm going to say I will see you in November. My goal is to come on once a month. Hi everybody, I'm Penny, and we're two eclectic stitchers sometimes, and today I have with me my friend Teresa Darling, and she is my buddy that I quilt with, but she does a lot of stitching, and she came up with this great idea that we would chat because Angie's not here. So, and I was telling her how I was feeling awkward.
She needed company.
I needed company, and Teresa's the perfect person to do that.
And I am not a cross stitcher. And I realized that two eclectic stitchers, it doesn't necessarily mean just cross stitching.
That's right.
So you can be stitching other things.
That's right.
So one of the things that I thought of is that, Penny, I've never asked you,
Okay.
what do you like so much about cross stitching?
Oh, gosh, that's a great question. Thanks, Teresa. No, heads up. I love just sitting and the act of actually doing it, but I also like the act of purchasing all the patterns that are out there that are so cool. I do. And I like, so there are all kinds of reasons why I like it, which is why I like quilting. I think with cross stitching, it does take a little bit of time to get a project done. Or you can do a little bit of one project and then find something else you like and start working on that. So
I know with quilts, what we can make with them, but with cross stitching, what are the things that you can make with them? I mean,
well, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can add them to, like if you're making a bag or something, you can add your cross stitch to a bag. You can frame them, so it's just for the joy of a pretty picture, really.
Oh.
You can, let me think, what else have I done with them? You can make them into pillows.
Oh.
So you can, and they're great little gifts, because you can make things for friends.
I just realized, so my mother-in-law, Lorraine Darling, she used to cross stitch.
Okay.
And every Christmas, it just dawned on me, every Christmas in her Christmas card to us, she would include a little tiny, and it was cross stitch.
Okay, so she probably made was it an ornament or just?
Yeah, it was just
a
piece on a fabric, and she had done it. So what I finally did,
yes,
because I had them for over 10 years, so I had like 10 of them, is I made them into ornaments for the tree.
Perfect.
So, and because I had these, and it's like, oh, what do I do? And I just thought of that.
And that was probably her thought, was you would do something with it that would work in your house.
Yeah.
Because lots of people add them to other fabric and make it into something meaningful for them to keep. I also spend a lot of time putting them in a drawer, and I don't finish them, which is not good. That's a bad habit, and I'm going to try to correct that in 2025.
Oh, okay, that's one
my
of
goal.
One of your goals. So I do want to say something. Is that Penny had mentioned that she took care of a bird. Well, that bird was my bird,
Teresa Darling's
so yeah.
bird. I know.
So Jack is back home.
And
but
happy.
Yeah, well, he's happy. No eggs.
No eggs.
Yeah,
Good.
no eggs. But he is happy. I can't believe he was quiet here though, because he is not quiet at home.
He
so
was
I'm
pretty
not
quiet.
sure what the deal is with that. But I just want to share with you one of the reason that Penny was taking care of Jack is that my husband and I did a road trip, and we did a road trip all the way to Maine we had a travel trailer, and I did not tow. So I sat there.
Okay.
And
so what did you make while you were
One
gone?
of the things I made was the shawl.
Okay.
So it's, I guess it's stitching, it's
Yes,
knitting. So
and it's darling.
And this is the first time I've done something that's kind of lacy.
Yes.
So that was very interesting. And my husband goes, "What's wrong?" I said, "Oh, I dropped a stitch." So he got to the point where he would go, "It's going to be bumpy." So I would know not to do any stitches while the road was bumpy. Yeah.
Well,
so
that would be fun. And did you use variegated yarn on that?
Yes.
So that
yes, it's a variegated, but
pretty.
it is. I get it right. It is finger
weight.
Finger weight.
Okay,
yarn.
I've heard of that.
So yeah, it's very lightweight.
Lightweight.
Yarn. So once I finish this, it's like, okay, what's my next project?
Really pretty.
So I did bring.
Okay, let's see.
Then I got into
embroidery. Okay.
I realize I can't quilt when he's driving and we're in the car. But these are things that I did while I was on. I don't know if you can you cross stitch while you're riding?
I'm planning on it.
On your trip?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to that retreat in a couple weeks. So I don't have to drive. I'm going to sit, and hopefully I'll be able to stitch during the day when it's light out.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I know, I'm excited.
And then I had a little light that wouldn't bother him, because sometimes I needed more light depending on what was happening outside.
Yeah.
And so I had not a battery, but a rechargeable.
Okay.
A little rechargeable light.
Oh, okay.
Worked great. So,
that's
and the other thing I just wanted to mention, because this was a saving grace when you're trying to embroider in a car and you're trying to do the needle. That was the worst thing. So this is a needle threader.
This is
awesome. My saving grace.
Yep.
And it is It's made by the French
Is it
company.
Bone? B-O-H-N?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I
It's
have
made by
that.
them, and it is so amazing. You just put it in,
Uh-huh.
do the little thing, and woof.
Yep.
There
and
you have it, all
is.
threaded and ready to go. And this
That's
is
cool.
two threads. I mean, it's just DMC floss, but
Okay.
that's what I'm using.
And
but
that's good.
It works.
And that's
so what do you use?
That's what we would use.
Oh, that's what you use?
Two strands of
Two strands?
DMC.
Is it always DMC or is it another?
You can use all kinds of things. You can use DMC.
Okay.
You can use dyed fabrics that are really pretty.
Okay.
So yeah, Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works, and there's all kinds of stuff out there now.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, because when I first started in like the 70s, late 70s, I'm old.
You started cross stitching then?
I was cross stitching then.
So who
when
taught
my
you to-
kids were little.
Who taught you to
I
cross stitch?
taught myself. It was just kind of the thing.
You didn't have YouTube.
No, and it was, I know. Amazing, isn't it?
So was it a book?
Probably that, or I probably went to a cross stitch store that was a local store, and they probably showed me a little bit. The only thing I learned after doing is that, you know, I always cross the same way, and I'm left-handed, so it makes it a little bit different, but
Okay.
not really. Cool. Same. And yeah, you just learn. You know, you do one project and it looks wonky, and then you change it around, change something different.
And see, now we have the benefit of the YouTube videos and how to. That's like with this particular shawl, it's like, oh, how do I do that? And so I just
And you could do it.
Oh yeah, so I pull it up and
So did you learn how to decrease, increase, all that
decrease,
good stuff?
increase. Yes.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, it was.
That's
and
why
you
I've
can see
never
I haven't
knitted.
quite finished it because
all right.
it's got little.
So what, do you
threads.
weave that in?
I just weave it in. I just haven't done it yet.
I love it.
Because we haven't been back that long, so I've been trying to recoup.
I love it. So how long does it take to make a little shawl like
I
that?
started it on August 25th in the
Whoa.
car and finished it probably. I haven't written down, but I didn't bring it. I want to say right at mid-September.
Really?
Because I usually just did it when he was driving.
Yeah. Oh, good.
But then I'd get tired of it and have
Yeah.
to do something else. So.
Yeah. It's fabulous.
Yeah. So that was my
Fabulous.
accomplishment for the trip.
I think it's good. And it's
Yeah.
really pretty. Really
Thank you.
pretty.
Thank
I'm
you.
just looking in the camera. It looks good.
Thanks. Good. Yeah. I didn't know I would wear it. I thought I might give it to my sister, but
Yeah.
this is her color. But it's kind of my
No,
color
no,
too.
you keep it. It's your color. It's good. I know. I had my pink scarf on. I took it off, so that's my color, pink. No.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. And
Thanks.
I'll be back a couple weeks after my
Probably
retreat.
with somebody new.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.